Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Streetwear Talk, where we talk about the latest streetwear releases, streetwear collections, streetwear news, just everything to do with streetwear. And in today's episode, we've got to talk about something that's actually pretty monumental. I'm finally happy to talk about the brands that we're going to be talking about today. It's pretty crazy stuff. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how Derschutze is opening their own factory to manufacture their own hoodies. Guys, it has been a hot minute since I've talked about the brand. And it wasn't because, I no longer like the brand or anything like that. It's just, there was literally nothing they were posting and nothing that they were releasing for the past 3-4 months. And I feel like we kind of have to go over the brand again for a lot of the new subscribers out there that have no idea what the brand is and have only tuned into the channel over the past month. But we'll start with that. What is Derschutze? Well, Derschutze is a German upcoming streetwear brand. Now, what makes Derschutze quite special is Derschutze does these little box logo art pieces on various things like hoodies, crewneck sweaters, t-shirts, even backpacks. Like, they've done it all. Now, you may think, oh, that's kind of cool, but what differs it from other brands? Like, other brands can do box logo art all the time. Well, they did it on these really, really high quality garments, and I've actually got some of them here for you. So this is one of their pieces they released in the past. It is the police hoodie. They released these amazing embroidery, like woven patch designs on these really, really high quality garments for about, I think it was, oh god, I can't even remember the price they released them for these days. The retail, I think, was like around like 64 euros, like I think around that, so around like 120 Australian dollars. They were just absolutely insane coming from an indie brand. They're really high quality, and they always made their designs very special. For an example, this one here is glow in the dark. This is actually a glow in the dark design right here. I've got a couple others to showcase to you as well. We have the Dreamer hoodie. This was my first hoodie pickup from them. It features a graphic that moves. If you move it, you can slightly see the bed moving or the person in the bed moving as I move the camera. But yeah, awesome piece there. One of my favorite pieces is their painter hoodie. Just the like graphic on it. It's all stitched on. It's all an embroidered patch. It's just crazy. The amount of detail they put into their pieces in these simple little art pieces was awesome. And they always worked with upcoming artists. So they didn't hire huge designers to design these little art pieces. They always spoke to small-time Instagram artists to design a piece for them. It was really, really cool. It was really, really well done. And in 2019, they were releasing really, really consistently. It was like every 2 weeks we got a new Derschutze release. I used to cover it on the channel all the time when they were releasing regularly. So yeah, they were releasing regularly all the way up to the end of 2019, and then 2020 hit and they kind of became inconsistent. We got a couple releases in 2020, but they weren't as frequent in 2019, and I kind of got a little bit worried. I thought, maybe they're just slowing down the releases because of, maybe they're trying to make them more limited, more appealing. I don't know. They weren't very transparent on why they were slowing down, but it wasn't until the update that we got a couple days ago now, I think it was like within the past 48 hours, that kind of cleared up why they've been inconsistent in this year and what their plan is moving forward. So what had happened is that coronavirus obviously hit, and it hit them pretty hard. A lot of the factories that they used to go to make these high quality pieces are no longer making them, or at least closing down during this virus. And obviously that's a real problem, because how is Derschutze going to get their high quality hoodies if the factories are no longer making them and keep cancelling their orders? Well, that's where Derschutze has come into play. They've actually announced that they're making their own factory to make their own hoodies and crew necks and t-shirts. It's wild. I never thought that would be the case. I thought they were just going to hold off until they could find another factory to do it. No, they took it into their own hands. They're like, well, if no one's going to make our hoodies for us, I guess we're going to have to make them ourselves. I mean, That's crazy. That's crazy dedication to the brand, and I've honestly got to give them props to them for doing it. It's just, I mean, I never would have thought they would have gone that far to keep the brand going. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to cover all the videos they posted on their Instagram story, covering their progress, covering what's going on. I'm really excited to cover it with you guys. It's been so long since we've talked about the brand. I'm actually just really happy to talk about them today, but let's dive into everything they have posted on their stories today to see what's going on with Derschutze and see how their factory's going. Now, of course, if you guys want me to cover all the releases that they eventually get around to doing, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel as we are trying to aim for 2,400 subs before the end of July. Hopefully we can hit it, but it's honestly up to you guys. Thank you honestly for the constant support that you've been giving me so far. Hopefully we can hit this milestone before the end of July. But let's move on. Let's have a look at all the videos that I've got saved of what is going on with Derschutze and their factory. Okay, so to start it off, we got this post on their story, and I was like, oh no, this is it. This is like the end of the brand. Because I honestly, I have been super keen on more of their releases. I hope they release a whole lot more stuff. This is a brand that I would definitely be looking to pick up from. You know, I know recently a lot have been like, oh, I'm not looking to pick up from this brand or this brand, but this is one that I would definitely be looking to pick up and is definitely worth the money that they're asking for. Now, when I saw this, I was like, that's it. It's over. But I saw that there were more posts to their story, so I had hope. And we moved on to the next post that they did on their story, which was this. So we made our own factory. I love that. I love that. We go from, sadly, all our manufacturers canceled our orders. Really sad boy hours. So we made our own factory. That's just amazing. That's just like, bam. Nobody wants to make our hoodies? We're gonna make them ourselves. I mean, just the biggest brain play right there. I love it. I love it. It's so good. So it is a video. We'll play the little video, but it's essentially them putting up the sign for their factory, for their store. I love it. I love it. We'll replay it one more time. You know, it's crazy stuff. So that was the second post, and I was like, yo, that is the biggest big baller move I've ever seen. You know, people don't want to make your hoodies, you make them yourself. But there's more. There's more moving on. There's a part 3, of course. Past 3 months, it is a bit broken English, but it's understandable. That, you know, understandable. Past 3 months, we have been working day and night, and this week finally finished the factory. So this isn't an announcement that they're going to start their own factory. This is an announcement that the factory's finished, which I just thought was absolutely wild. They have announced that this week, finally, the factory is finished. So they are ready to start production. They are ready to start, you know, making hoodies, making crew neck sweaters. I'm interested to see what they're going to do going forward, because are they going to just do like a bunch of hoodies that you can buy all the time? Or are they going to continue doing their limited drops? Like, what's the whole new scenario? Now it's going to have a made in Germany tag, because obviously these were made in like different countries around the world. What's the price going to be? What's the quality going to be like? It's all these questions and no answers, you know? Because it's a whole new game now. It's a whole new game. I don't know what to expect of the quality moving forward. I don't know what to expect with the price moving forward. I don't know what the release schedule is going to be like moving forward. There's so many questions. I wish they could answer them all, honestly. The only thing I got to say, it's a critique that I always said about every single hoodie purchase that I bought. Now that they're manufacturing their own, can they please just make the hoodies a little bit bigger? I love my Champion reverse weaves because the hoodies are like cloaks, man. These ones, that's the one downside to a Derschutze hoodie. The hoodie is super small. This is an extra large, and the hoodie was always giving me like a nun fit. Like, it was always really tight around my head. I literally never wore the hoods up because I couldn't. Maybe it's my big head, but I just could not do it. They were just too small. They were just too small. So yeah, hopefully with this new production line, if you're watching Derschutze, please make the hoodies just a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger for the big head gang. But we'll move on. We got some more videos, some more images. Production will start next week. So this is posted like within the past 48 hours. They're like, you know what? We're going to start making our new stuff next week. But the worst part is they weren't showcasing what their new stuff was. Now, again, this was posted on Derschutze's story, I think about a day or 2 days ago. So it is a little bit of outdated information. We have, I think it's one more slide, I think. We'll have a look. No, we got to know, I think, oh wait. No, this might be it. So we'll start it. So this is their logo all up. And okay, no, there is one more. Okay, I do have one more. So that's their logo now up on their factory. This is it. Okay, this is the one I wanted. So they've got a TikTok account now. I don't have TikTok. I'm not downloading it. Sorry, I'm not downloading TikTok. Not because like I hate TikTok or TikTok's the worst. I already waste enough time on Instagram. I don't need a second thing to waste more time on. So that's the whole reason I'm not downloading TikTok. But I might have to, purely because of this. I'm hoping they post everything they post to TikTok on Instagram, so then I could just look at it on Instagram, so I don't have to download TikTok. But this is the video that's quite exciting. This is the one that's quite interesting. So showcasing the front of the factory, showcasing, and there we go. There we go. I'm so glad I downloaded it. I'm so glad we can pause it. Because there we go. That is their new upcoming project. That is the new one. So, we can't see it very well. Not a lot of details here. I do have to say though, the hoodie's looking mighty big though. So maybe they knew. Maybe they were watching my old Derschutze videos and they're like, you know what? We need to make the hoods a little bit bigger. But yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen. It looks awesome. Hopefully they're going back to their old ways of doing all embroidery, or, you know, patchwork embroidery. Because some of their releases, even though they're not, because I do have some releases here, then they weren't always embroidery. For an example, this one wasn't embroidery. This is printed. This was one of the, I think their final release actually. This was all printed, and this had a 3D print on it. And this one was also printed as well. This one had a UV reactive print, so when it goes into the light it, you know, shines purple and stuff like that. So they have done printed ones in the past, but I think in order to come back strong, I think they do need to go back to doing their embroidery ones. So I'm hoping this design here is embroidered. It looks like, is it the Japanese flag, white and red with the rising sun? I think it's the Japanese flag, but I honestly, it's so hard to see what the actual design is because we've only got me pausing the video to see what it looks like. That's it. That's all we've got. So, you know, maybe that hoodie that we talked about earlier on the channel isn't one of theirs. The Akira one? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. Maybe they're going to do a Japan collection, you know? Because there was some mention that they were going to do a collection. So maybe they're going to start it off with a Japan-inspired collection. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. But the rest... okay. Okay, we need to take it back a little bit. Take it back just a little bit. That's the closest we can get to it. That's the closest we have of the design. So it kind of looks embroidered, but I kind of can't tell at the same time. It's just... The video is so low quality. Pausing it, it's so low quality. But that is it. That is as close as possible as we can get. Wow. I'm keen. The rest of the video is just them showcasing their factory hard at work. Yellow material. So maybe we are getting a collection. Maybe there's multiple releases happening. I don't know. The other machines aren't being used, but that's it. That's it. So, I mean, we could replay it, you know, we can get a better look at that hoodie again. Oh, it goes very quickly, doesn't it? There we go. A little bit more. That's as close as we can get. So that's their latest piece, or something they're working on at least. Very excited. I'm very keen to see what they release. If they release a collection, oh man, I'm going to be scrambling at the shopping cart to buy it all. I'm going to be like, buy. Because yeah, I love the brand. The brand, its quality is really, really good for the price. Its designs are really simple and really easy to wear. I love a lot of their stuff. So I'm really happy to see that they've announced that they're doing it. You know, they're making their own stuff. Made in Germany. I mean, that's awesome. I don't own anything that's made in Germany, so that's sick. The labor will be paid good wages. The quality of the materials, I hope, will be really high quality, just like before. It'll be really interesting to see how the brand goes moving forward, and hopefully they do pieces like this and maybe even do a whole collection. That would be really cool. Do I care if they do limited drops again? Not really, to be honest. That's not really the main appeal. It was mainly the quality that I was coming after, and the designs. I thought the like little art designs in the center of the chest were just really, really cool. Yeah, hopefully I can pick a lot of this stuff up, but we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see moving forward, guys. They said they start production next week. Where was the... There it is. Production will start next week, so we're just gonna have to see. But that is the latest Derschutze news. I said that I'll cover it as soon as I get the latest details, guys, but that is the latest news that we have. I want to hear from you, though. I want to hear from all you guys, because I know some of you guys are hardcore Derschutze lovers out there, so I want to hear from you. Are you keen for them to come back? What are you looking for? Are you hoping that Akira hoodie that I posted ages ago is legit and it is one of their pieces? Are you hoping that that Rising Sun one is part of like a Japanese inspired collection or something? Are you just happy to see that they're coming back? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on Derschutze making their own factory, making their own pieces down in that comment section below. That's really it, guys. That is all the release details, all the release information, all the everything that I have. That's just everything. A bit to do with upcoming releases for Derschutze, upcoming details to do with their, you know, production and stuff like that. That's it. They have a factory now. They're going to start producing next week. When will the next release be? I don't know. I assume close after that. They probably need some financial assistance after opening their own factory. Or maybe not. Maybe they're absolutely killing it and maybe they don't even need to. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know their financial situation, but that is crazy. They are literally putting it into their own hands and making their own stuff. Hopefully the quality is the same. Hopefully they use the materials, and hopefully those hoods are a little bit bigger. We can only hope. We can only hope. But I'm super excited to see their upcoming releases. I'm super excited to see what comes out of the brand. I want to hear from you guys though. Do you feel the same way? Are you going to pick up anything when it drops? What are all your thoughts and opinions on this big load of news? Let me know everything you have to say about it in that comment section below. And don't forget, if you guys want me to cover all the releases when they start releasing again, just any new news to do with Derschutze, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as we are trying to aim for 2,400 subs before the end of July. So hopefully we can hit it, but it'll come down to you guys. But that's it. I'm very excited. I'm very, very keen. Definitely going to be covering everything in the future. But that's everything I have to say about Derschutze opening their new factory. So, or opening their own factory in this sense. So until the next Derschutze video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next Sneaker Talk video, guys, I'll catch you later.